Hello, everyone. How's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our complete beginner's guide to Subnautica, shall we? And I thought, at this point, one thing I do feel that we need, just for everything, making life easier in so many different ways, is to, here, let me go this way, acquire the drill arm for the prawn suit. We'll be able to just harvest materials much easier, and we don't have it yet, which we don't even have a single fragment for it, which is kind of surprising. So we've missed some wreck sites, and I'm going to just show you some places that you can look if you didn't find the arms. Now, sometimes they might not spawn for you, and you just have to check a few places, but there are some very, very expected locations for the drill arms, and one of them is at Officer Keen's broadcast location. Another place, of course, is, I'm not sure if we emptied out the Aurora. I thought we did, but we might have to go back to the Aurora and see if there's some arms lying around, some prawn arms lying around. Alright, so Keen is down here. So let's see. He's very deeply in there, so we need some kind of either trench or a passageway to get there. Let me just bring my Cyclops around. Seeing if we can find a, here. Oh, there's a gel sack. Point of access for this guy. All right. Get a little bit closer to the floor. It might be something where I have to come at it from the side, but oh boy. There's also a wreck near the floating island, which we already found, and lots of big Aurora wrecks have a chance, I believe, of containing the arm. So there might, we might have to go back to the dunes, just looking for huge chunks of the Aurora that have been taken down that we've missed. Let's see. What about this? Is this a passage possible? Way down? It's one of those things where it's like, I'd go down with the prawn suit, but we also need to get that grapple arm so that we can travel around with the prawn suit more easily. Here we go, here we go. This is how we get to our guy. Alright. I might just get out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and power down the engine. And let's get out here. And I had turned off my headlights, which was making it harder to see, but now we're okay. Let's go ahead and eat. Not that one. Alright. Put that in there. Oh boy. Sometimes that knife targeting is a little wonky. That'll do it. We're topped off. Let's go. So the drill arm is amazing for the prawn suit because, of course, all of those big nodes of resources that we've been seeing, we can get them. But more than just that, what's amazing about it is that here we go. You can pretty reasonably, and by pretty reasonably, definitely fight. Look at all these gel sacks. Leviathans with the drill arm. If you're in the prawn suit and you've got it, decently upgraded, I have found it. Let's see. Here we go. Here's the PDA. Here's his voice log. Let's go ahead and...
This is Aurora. Come in. This is Keen. Light pod detached to K planet fall in 30 seconds. The computer has identified a landmass at the attached coordinates. I want you to regroup the crew there. Understood, but they are your responsibility now. Don't let them down. Captain, you need to evacuate. Negative. You'll need the ship in one piece if you're going to contact HQ on the long range. I'm attempting a controlled descent.
Wow. Alright, so the controlled
signal location uploaded to
descent didn't go well. So we got a new signal location.
Integrating new PDA data.
Uh-huh. And I mean, I guess why not if I'm here. Diamonds forever. Look at this. Rubies. So, diamond... Oh, this is quartz. So, look for Commander Keen's escape... Officer Keen's escape... Commander Keen, that was a good game. Officer Keen's escape pod. I actually hadn't been there. Like, I must have got that and been doing other stuff and didn't come here. But this is a nice place, as you can see, to just pick up diamonds. And rubies. Oh, okay. And this. Just push R2 to smack that guy. And where's my ship? Well, there it is right there. Look at this. Look at all this good stuff on the walls here. It's a cool place. And then there's big boys up there that are friendly. So we can feel good about it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
All right, so we got some new signals. And let's hear his... to all crew, if you're reading this, then you followed the automatic distress broadcast. Contrary to my orders, I've been forced to evacuate. Your orders are to disregard my safety and attempt to reach the designated rendezvous. So that's what is going on. So let's find where this is telling us the rendezvous, perhaps. Let's see. Here it is. So this is where they want to rendezvous on dry land. Now this might just be laser. The island with the giant gun. Look at the broad suit just chilling. Do you need me? All right. So let's see how we're doing here. Yeah, we've got like a ton of quartz in here. We're getting really good stuff, which is great. Lots of rubies, gel sacks. Fantastic items. Now, my battery for my flashlight is about to expire. Let me see if I've got another one, shall we? How many batteries do I have on me? Oh, no, not that. This. Nope. And these are power cells, aren't they? Okay, so I don't have any extra... No, I do have one extra battery on my grape. So what you can do if you run out of battery is just switch it from another one of your devices. Like if you're like, well, I don't really need my scanner, you know, or my base builder or whatever it is right now, you can just flop out the battery on that. All right, let's go. I'm going to go back down a little bit here just because there's some convenient things to harvest. All right. So, like, for example, right here, you could come here and get a bunch of lead with the drill arm and be really happy about it. And I'm just, like, happily taking all of these rubies. And quartz is good, too, just because... wow, look how many rubies. This is great. Mental note. Officer Keen's beacon will give you many, many rubies. You're going to need glass, and, you know, it... Look at this. There's also lithium. Just all the stuff that you need for this kind of, like, mid to late game construction. We're finding it here, which is cool. Alright, what you got? Oh, that was the plant. That plant is shooting us. Your character's scream is unreal. Ouch, I've been shot by a plant. What a jerk. Alright, watch out for these turkeys. Do-do-do. Okay. There's some debris here. These are the vents down low. And there's some an alien egg, which, yeah, we actually know what that is. There's a giant thing of quartz that our drill arm could extract. So there's also, at this location, for Officer Keen, you're going to find gel sacks, rubies, lithium, diamonds, quartz. Wonderful. Let me make sure that I know that I've looked through these wreck sites, but a lot of people have said that they have found prawn arms here. So if I can find the fragment, I'll be happy. But if not, then we've got other places to go. We can check the floating island. We can check the Aurora. As you see, it's like, were they strewn about on the outside and I just missed them? Pretty sure I've gone into all of these little wrecks, right? Yeah, you see I've got the treasure chest. I've done the laser cutting. What we're looking for with the prawn suit drill arm, I mean, it straight up is just an arm. So you'll see, like, robot arms. That's what we need. Oh boy. So if there's any robot arms that just want to be lying around outside, look at that chair. That thing got thrown out. After playing the game for so long, I find the noises of the big fish, the kind of like whale sounds that they make, to be very soothing. So there's probably not Leviathan if they're around, so you can just be like, okay, great. And we clean this out for the most part. That looks good. This looks all tapped out. So let's go. Let's go back to our suit and let's see. We could check the dry land, but we know where the dry land is. We've been there. These are ways to help us locate. I'll show you. Might as well. Let's go where the Aurora rendezvous point is.
Engine powering up.
So let's see. I'm going to kind of get this baby turned around so that this waypoint comes into focus. This beacon is displayed as we turn around. Is that it? There it is. And hey, we're right by, you know, Officer Keene. And this is actually the floating island itself. So the Aurora rendezvous is the floating island, not the gun island. Now, I don't know if we did this exactly, but this is definitely good stuff. If you go right under the floating island, first of all, take a look at that awesome view, and then we can go down. Now, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my camera, and I'm just going to head straight down. Right underneath the floating island, if possible. We're going to try to get as low as we can. All right. And let's just see if there's any more wreck sites around here at this point. Obviously, we can still go lower. That's a large thing. I think this is one of the, yeah. So these are the three-legged trawlers, I believe, that people were telling us about. Let's see, anything else down here? There's a vent. There's a warper. There's some geothermal activity there. Some smokestacks peeking up. This is a big chunk of ship right here. But I'm pretty sure that this is... Well, maybe not. I was like, isn't this where I just was? But there's some stuff laying out there. Oh, it doesn't look like I have been here. Have I? That's closed. Okay, great. So there is a good... And look, here we go. This is what we're talking about. You see these arms? Do you see these beautiful arms? We found it. So this is one of the prime sites to get the prawn drill arms is underneath the floating island at the wreck sites here. So you follow Officer Keene's broadcast, and it's right by this anyway. There's some wrecks around him, but we didn't find it yet. And now we're going to get it. We also were able to use this to find like a ton of, you know, just really good items for us. Rubies, lithium. So that's just a cause for celebration. Now, once we get our prawn suit and it's going, I'm going to plant a couple here. When we get the drill arm on there, and we get a few more things to strengthen it, you can indeed fight the Leviathan fish if they mess with you. most of them anyway, with the drill. They don't actually do as much damage as you'd think when you're in the prawn suit, because the prawn suit is so strong. And you can... let me check my power. I haven't really been looking at that. Where am I at with this? Oh, wow. We're doing great on energy. You can just drill into the Leviathans to kind of just get them to run away. Now, you can finish, like, hunting them if you want. But I usually just bap them enough, and then they'll leave me alone. Cyclops Thermal Reactor Module. So this is one of my... And here we go. Let's scan this up. This is the drill arm fragment number 1. And we just need one more. What we just got is one of my favorite things. I was going to... I was in the process of actually building us the thermal power plant for our base, which I'll get to. But the thermal plant for any of your vehicles, like if you can get thermal energy, it's so terrific because it just means like you have to just go to a place where it's hot enough, like where that geothermal activity is, any of those vents, and you can then just power up your ship from there and recharge yourself. It's really, really nice. You can get it for the prawn suit, and then that way you don't have to make like a million power cells and always charge them up. All right, so now we can even still go in here if we want, right? This thing is sealed up. Our O2 is fine. Let's look at the rest of this. Is there a way inside that's reasonable, that's not going to result in our death? That doesn't look good. Let's try the other side. Let me get my flashlight out. So that door is not a laser cut door. And what about this one? No? Alright. I'm going to scan all these arms. Look at this. This place had like 50 arms. Get me the quartz. There's legitimately like 6 arms. Right here. Oh, and there's more. There's more wreck that's spilled over the side. I can't help but just check everything out just to see anything we missed. Scanner room fragment. This is just all free titanium, like, Alright. So, there might be a wiring place, actually, that we can patch up to restore power to one of these doors. But I need to get oxygen or I will die.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
All right, all systems online. I definitely need to make a mental note to put more batteries on my Cyclops for traveling around. I'm low. I'm low on batteries. All right. So let's see. So here's a door that we can't go in. Here is another door. It says it's locked. This door is not happy. Let's see. Now, you do want to be very careful when you're doing stuff like this. I'm going to save the game. You do have an unstuck option. It's just really, really wonky if you get wedged in a place. So just be careful when trying to do any kind of... Look at this. Anyone looking for the drill arm? I love how we couldn't find it at any point in the game until this point, and then now there's like, here's a bunch for you. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see. This looks good. This looks good. We got in. Oh, look. Grappling arm. Double whammy. Let's go. We need one more. Oh, man. Please have the grappling arm. If you have another grappling arm fragment, I'm going to be so happy. Oh, there's a cool bed. What is it? The quilted double bed? We could install a new bedroom in our base with the quilted double bed and just be rolling in luxury. We've got that office chair. This has been a treasure trove of stuff. Alright, let's see here. Do I see anything else that's good in here? I've got that pot. Oh, here we go.
Integrating new PDA data.
Alright, let's work on getting out of here. Man, I want the other grappling arm fragment. Getting one is good, but we need the other one. The grappling arm is essential for just moving around with the prawn suit. Getting once we get that, you're just so much better equipped to kind of go deep with the prawn suit, leave the Cyclops behind, and then use it to climb back up. And you can even just run around faster with it. Let's see. Let's just check this data that we found here. This was what? Surveillance log.
Suspicious keyword. Religious. Detected. Beginning automated recording.
I find a tendency amongst Alterans to think not only that you have it best, but that yours is the only way to have it at all. In the Mongolian states, we have the freedom to work for ourselves.
Hey, most of us are contractors. Joe owns her own company.
Whose ship are you living on right now? Yours or Altera's? You do well to remember whose ship you're on, Mongolian. According to my religious beliefs, this ship belongs to us all. We're all part of the same system. The only difference between us is where we choose to draw lines. Wise words for someone from a cowboy corporation fighting over rocks in the far reaches of space.
All right, we're getting into different chambers now. By the way, I love the little dialogues that they have here between the different... here is a bag, and it has nothing inside it. Just the cool little bits of story and lore that they add. We're cutting the hole. All right, in another chamber. Ooh, you got an upgrade for me? No. I was all excited. All right, what you got in here? Okay, look at this. Cyclops sonar upgrade. Well, that's a thing, but okay, fine. We'll take any upgrades that we can get. We need everything. We want everything at some point, right? All right, let me just double check that there's nothing else in here before I swim out, because I'm not sure I need to actually come back in. Now, I could get crazy and, like, you know, try to explore this, but I'm going to get oxygen first. So we'll go through here. And we've lost the battery. Oh, woe is me. Alright, so we'll have to switch the battery out really fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and, for example, I can select like my repair tool and just take the battery out of this and just give it like basically no battery, and then go over to my flashlight and give it the much fuller battery and go back down. Now you could obviously, in a situation like this where you don't have to swim fast, you could be carrying, you could have those glide fins, you know, that like charge up if you wanted, and put those on for this situation so that your battery doesn't drain. Not a bad idea. All right. Okay, let's see. Can I even remember how I got into that door that I opened? Here it is. Alright, this is probably a bust, but sometimes these tunnels go to a place that you couldn't access otherwise. Oh, and in this case, yes, it did, and look what we got. Oh, yes. We've got the grappling arm. The second fragment. This has been an unbelievable voyage. This crash site is paying incredible dividends. Now, I'm going to cut this. Just, you have to keep a mental image of your path out of these things at all times, so that you can swim out when you get to about half O2, something like that. Is there really nothing in here? Gosh, I want there to be an upgrade on one of these so badly, but there isn't. But we can't get, like, too greedy. I mean, well, I guess we could, but just some lockers, empty, empty. And then what's in this one? Where does this go? Nowhere. Okay, time to get out. Yeah, you could have your propulsion cannon and, like, blast those office items out of your way. There we go. One, two, three. And jackpot. I'm going to call that a day. I'm going to be like, we got everything we need at that place. What did we get? We can now make the prawn suit drill arm, the prawn suit grapple arm, and we have the sonar upgrade for, or the thermal, yeah, the sonar and the thermal power upgrade for our Cyclops. So, fantastic work. Here it is. That's the shield generator. This is the thermal reactor. And we can't make this yet because you need kyanite, which is like a advanced resource. But at the same time, we are getting much closer to having fantastic stuff. And I'm going to turn this on.
Engine powering up.
And just bring us straight up. Well, sort of. I don't want to hit the island. Hopefully we're out from underneath the floating island, but if it's there, then, you know, we'll move. We were quite deep. Yep. We are still right under it. No, we're right next to it. There it is. All right, we're going to pull up, and hey-oh, there's the Aurora. So we're kind of like right behind the Aurora, which can be danger zone, but in this area, seems to be okay. And we're just going to head over to our base. Now, this trajectory right here that we're on, going on the surface, going to our base, leaving the wake of the aurora, this should be totally fine for us. And we're going to go back to our base, and we're going to just start getting the materials together to see what we can make from all of our stuff. Making lists for how do we do the drill arm, how do we do the grappling arm, and then looking if there's any other upgrades that we want to install. We've got a lot of rubies, a lot of lithium, we've got diamonds, so we have plenty of materials. We also need to get some batteries and stuff, and we're just doing so well. You know, I was just kind of like sailing around randomly, but let this be the lesson. You do both things. You circle around the starting area, going deeper and deeper with the new technology you have, looking for things, collecting everything that you can and seeing what your AI comes up with that you can craft with the new items. But what you really want to be looking for, of course, are aurora wreck sites, like aurora, debris. And the best place to find those, in large part, is by just following all the beacons from the life pods. Like, go and visit and explore everything around every one of the escape pods, and you will find good stuff. And then it'll lead you to other stuff. Like in that case, it led us to the floating island, which we had already found, but we hadn't explored low enough to find. We found some crash sites down there, but not the one that had all the prawn stuff that we were looking for. So you want to just prioritize going to all of the different escape pod sites, every life pod, exploring it, and then circling around and around and around, trying to get deeper, building more and more to figure out what's going on here and potentially get off this, water world. Everyone, I think this is a good place to end the episode. We just had a really, really nice haul. We got so much new stuff, and I'm super pumped about it. I hope you're still finding this series to be fun and helpful. Thank you for all of your advice and your tips, and I hope you're having fun with Subnautica. Take care.